The people who knew and loved Bryce Gowdy gathering where he played high school football. A vigil tonight in South Florida for the young man who police say took his own life 1 week before he was supposed to start classes at Georgia Tech.
He was very excited to meet his new Georgia Tech family.
Bryce's uncle tells 11 Alive his bags were packed to come to Atlanta, but that he was also stressed out about needing to support his mom and 2 younger brothers after the family recently became homeless. Reckless behavior. That's what investigators say led to a massive apartment fire just outside Duluth. Authorities charged 2 people, 18-year-old Gary McKinley and another person who was underage. They're accused of lighting fireworks in a breezeway at the landmark at Bella Vista on Monday night. The fast-moving flames destroyed the building and left nearly 30 people homeless. A true leap of faith. New video shows a man crashing his car and jumping 40 feet from a freeway to escape an early morning traffic stop. Atlanta police were actually chasing a speeding driver around 1 a.m. That's when another driver who thought police were after him sped off and crashed on Interstate 85 near Piedmont Road. He jumped over a concrete wall. Officers found a gun near where the man landed. He's still on the run. Flavor ban. U.S. health officials announced their strongest move in the fight against teen vaping. The new ban hits favored pods like mint, candy, fruit, and dessert, the most popular among teenagers. It still allows for the sale of menthol and tobacco flavors. Critics say the exceptions protect the vaping industry, but not young users. Manufacturers must stop selling the banned products within 30 days.
All right, now